Hey, neighbor.
Hey, how are you?
Got you some Dunkin.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks.
Hi, my name's Jim Penders. I'm the head baseball coach here at UConn, and I'm happy to be hosting Coffee with Coaches presented by Dunkin. And our guest today is head coach, Connecticut Lacrosse Hall of Famer, all-time winningest lacrosse coach at UConn, Katie Woods. Welcome to Coffee with Coaches.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach, how do you take your Dunkin?
Well, in the winter, it's hot. In the summer, it's got to be iced. But right now, my Dunkin' of choice is French vanilla, unsweetened, with almond milk.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, we're kind of from the same neighborhood. Grew up right down the road. And,
Yep.
I grew up in Vernon, your next town over in South Windsor. And I just want to know a little bit about growing up there and, any brothers, sisters, your first exposure to the sport, what led you to lacrosse?
Definitely got myself into tons of different sports growing up. My mom was actually the softball coach at East Hartford High School for years.
Wow.
Naturally, growing up, she got me into softball. And I did that in high school, and all my friends that played on the soccer team with me and on basketball all tried this new thing called lacrosse when we got to high school. And our practice fields were across the street from each other. And here I am, and I love softball. It was shortstop, second base, like any one of those. And I'm watching them over across the street having a ton of fun. It's super loud, high energy. And I went through freshman year, sophomore year doing softball, and I was like, I don't know, I kind of want to give that a try, and kind of just took off from there. Obviously didn't have much skills, but I just kind of was a competitive athlete, so I just kind of got into it and figured it out. And then I went to college to play soccer.
At Drew University,
Yep,
right?
in New Jersey. Yep. And when I went on my visit, I had a chance to meet the lacrosse coach as well, and was like, sure, I don't know. I just started playing this. It's fun. I like it. And then ended up playing both in college, and that's just where my skill set, I just was able to take off with lacrosse.
Interesting. I had forgotten about the softball connection.
Yeah.
You have a lot more fun in your practices than we do in baseball.
It's the nature of the sport. It's a high energy sport.
Yeah. A lot of movement. And I imagine a lot of the skills are transferable. You have to have hand-eye.
Almost every sport, there's some type of translation. Even with softball and baseball, the way that you throw and the hand-eye, it's all really similar. It's just you have a stick in your hand.
Right.
If you play ice hockey or field hockey, you have that hand-eye coordination, so your stick skills are naturally going to be a little bit better. Soccer, even football, there's some different concepts there that you carry over, a lot of running back things. That's very similar to what we do in dodging. That's just, there's a lot of carryover.
Okay, so back-to-back NCAA tournaments, first time in program history. The program's seen immense growth under your leadership. How are we going to be this year? I know coaches hate that question, but I got to ask it.
What I can say for sure is how we finish is going to be, could be really special, because I think this team and the nature of the makeup of this team is just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger as we go through the season. We've got a lot of firepower. We have a veteran defense. We have some great leaders that, I know what they want to do in May. And I think, we have the opportunity, the top 4 teams are going to come here to UConn to compete for a Big East title. And I think for us, that's not a focus, but that's certainly something that we think about every day when we walk on the field.
Yeah. All right. You could be doing a million different things, and yet you entrust your future, your kids' future, your family's future to relying on the accountability, dependability of young women between the ages of 18 to 22, 23 maybe. I do that with young men, and we're both, I don't think we're clinically insane, but maybe you could convince me differently.
Sometimes I wonder.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder too. Why do you do it?
I think for me, I had such a fantastic experience as a student athlete when I was in high school and college, and the coaches and the relationships that I was able to form, they just helped me become who I am. And I love having the ability to impact the lives of these student athletes every day, and challenge them to be their best selves, pick them up when they're having a tough day, but also be the first one to celebrate, right, when they have that aha moment or something clicks for them on the field. Again, like I think for them, this can be, there's so many different stressors, but having the ability to influence them and impact them and help them be really confident women when they graduate is really my goal. At the end of the day, I want them to call me in 10 years and be like, I just landed this awesome job and I crushed the interview because I looked the person in the eye. I understood how to have those conversations. Like that's for me is where the meaningful piece comes into play.
It's about more than winning games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Winning is certainly fun as well, but.
So that'll do it for Coffee with Coaches. We'll see you next time. Thank you.